the hate army
Big
troll.
It's the hate army,
bro.
Hate army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to
Hate army.
hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
People were hyped. People were excited. They were supporting the stream in droves. They really enjoyed it. And, you know, we actually hit, I think that was the third straight stream where we hit the tips goal. So I was like, wow, it's like a streak. The streak is back. We just don't have to talk about it constantly like we used to. Because if it becomes a regular thing that we're hitting goals, then we don't have to keep mentioning it, right? But I was excited. I was like, wow, people actually came out and really supported System Shock Remake, which is excellent, right? So then last night, it was Street Fighter 6. Instead of Friday night fights, it was Saturday night fights now to make up for me not playing it on Friday night because I was putting up this foam, okay? And it was E-Honda, and we're trying to get E-Honda back to Master. As you know, I migrated from PS5 to PC, and that reset all my character rankings. So now we are grinding away, and I've already got Bison, Dalsim, and Blanca to Master again. But I haven't gotten Honda yet, and we're working on it. So last night, I started playing with E-Honda. Guys, this was the absolute best I've ever done with E-Honda. I was nailing combos and things that I used to not be able to do. Like, I was just playing much, much better. I was, you know, frame trapping people. I was mixing people up. I was executing. For example, when you do a butt slam, if it randomly counter hits, you could do a juggle after. And I was actually getting the juggles. I used to always drop it. I was actually getting the juggles. I was like, whoa, I'm actually doing it. And I was just getting better and better. At one point, I had around a 14 or 15 win streak, I believe. And then I had another win streak going. So basically, I was unstoppable last night. I was whooping everyone's ass. Of course, I was joking. I was saying, let's felt this guy. Let's crush this guy. Let's beat this scrub. My usual shtick when I'm playing Street Fighter 6. And I was really feeling myself getting into the groove, doing really good. And then, out of nowhere, this happened. Wait a minute. This happened. The power went out. The power went completely out in my house. Everything went boo. And I was like, what? What just happened? Because I didn't even realize that we had a thunderstorm going on outside. Here in Washington State, we almost never get storms. Like, almost never. We're known as a moderate state when it comes to weather, where you almost never get inclement weather. When I lived in Connecticut, you know, a decade ago, we got thunderstorms all the time. It was a regular occurrence. But here, it's a rare thing. So there was very strong thunder, lightning, everything going on outside. And apparently, it knocked the power out. However, there is a theory, all right, that Doody was outside on the power lines and he was using his big buck teeth to gnaw. He's like a rat. He was trying to take me off the internet. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. That's the theory that's rotating around there. But, no, you know, the power went out. And when it came back, everyone's like, what happened? It sucked because not only did it kill my win streak, but it also gave me a loss. So it looks like now like I'm a cheater or a puller. The thing was, I was in the middle of a good match. I was in a mirror match with another Honda, and it was back and forth and good. And then it just dropped. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. Seriously? That sucks. I had momentum going. You know, really, it was going well. I think at that point, I had another like 10, 11 win streak, and I lost it. I'm like, that's bullshit. So I came back, and when I came back, I got back into the groove of it again. And by the way, people were massively supporting and into it again. They were filling the king's coffers. They were paying their taxes to the king. And we made, I'm not even kidding, we doubled, like almost doubled the tip score. I think we were like 250 something by the time the stream ended. Plus we had everything, super chats, memberships, everything. It was absolutely amazing. It was that good of a supported stream because people were liking how well I was kicking everyone's ass in Street Fighter. So probably arguably one of my best Street Fighter streams ever. Then guess what happened? My microphone malfunctioned. I know. It was like every possible thing was happening. Power goes out, mic malfunctioning. Like, what's next? It's like everything was conspiring against me. They did not want me to hit Master with Honda. And to be honest, it sucked. I didn't hit Master with Honda. I might have, because I was going on these big win streaks. Cybers TV says I had a 13 win streak when the power went out. Wow. I might have had my biggest win streak ever. I think my biggest win streak is like 15 or 16. So I could have done better than that. And then the power went out and killed it. God, that really pisses me off, man. It does. So then, yeah, the microphone went out. The only way to fix that is to completely restart OBS. So I had to completely restart OBS again. I'm like, this is absolutely ridiculous at this point, right? Like, dude. So basically, last night's stream was incredibly fun. One of my best Street Fighter 6 streams ever. Insane amount of awesome crushing wins with Honda. Super well supported by the audience. They were loving it. And also, one of the messiest streams ever where, like, I'm not even kidding. There's like 20 plus minutes missing that I didn't upload because that video corrupted when the PC went off because the power went out. The video corrupted. And I was like, I don't have time now to wait for YouTube to process the late stream so I can rip that clip. So it's lost right now. I don't even know if I'll bother. I mean, it's only like maybe 3 matches. So it's not a giant deal or anything. I don't really know if it's worth it to re-upload it or rip it out of the streams. It takes a while to do it. And I'm like, unless people complain about it and are really desiring those missing matches, I probably won't upload them. But yeah, it was a mess. But man, it went well. The stream was everyone was having a great time. Again, I was wisecracking and everyone just loved it. It was a great positive vibe. That's the kind of vibe I want to maintain on my streams moving forward. You know, I want to have that kind of awesome social, you know, going back and forth, talking with each other, joking with each other. Everyone was loving it, you know. So I know the camera's moving, Spike Vincent. It's the AI enabled. Because my PC restarted last night. It reset all my camera settings. So now the AI is enabled again. And I can't disable it on the fly. I actually have to, like, unplug the camera and replug it in and open and close the software. So I'm not going to do that in the middle of the podcast. I guess we'll just roll with it. And I'll do it. I'll probably do it when we end the show and I'm getting set up to switch over to the React channel because I have to go offline anyway. I'll probably do it then. So, even acts of God, lightning bolts, cannot stop the King's momentum right now. My momentum is like a boulder rolling down a hill, careening at maximum velocity. No one can stop the King as he rolls into town. So last night, as I was, finishing, I had to upload a big batch of videos, okay, of Red Dead Redemption, so that my editor could work on, guess what? Suicide Kings. Did any of you remember Suicide Kings? So for those who don't know, Suicide Kings was a series of videos, edited videos, that I made back in the day in 2010, where it was me and my friends online playing Red Dead Redemption. And we tried to find the most absolute wacky, zany, over-the-top, funny ways to die in the game. Blow up everyone with a bunch of Molotov cocktails all at once. Get into a stagecoach and go full speed off a cliff, off a ravine, down a waterfall. And just let the wild ragdoll physics go crazy. So this was an awesome series. It got tons of views back in the day. Like that, I think one of them had over 100,000 or more views. And for a gameplay montage back then, that was tremendously huge. Okay, so I found all the raw footage. And last night, this morning, the first part, it's part 7 of the Red Dead Online gameplay. It's live right now on DSP Throwback. That 30-minute part contains all the first parts of Suicide Kings in it. But here's the problem. I can't use the word suicide on YouTube anymore. Did you know that? If you title anything or put suicide in the description, YouTube will automatically flag it as risky content. And then you can't monetize it. It gets limited engagement. It won't be pushed to the algorithm. How stupid is that? So the very word that would get people to check it out because they remember Suicide Kings and they'd like to see the raw footage, I can't call it Suicide Kings today because YouTube flagged that word on videos, and it would basically hide the video from anyone discovering it. So it kind of sucks. Like, I don't really know how to fix that. I can't really. Yeah, anything with suicide in it, I'm telling you, anything with suicide in it ends up getting demonetized and stuff. It's stupid. So anyway, FYI, this morning, okay, Part 7 of the Red Dead Online gameplay is live on the DSP Throwback channel, and that's the first part that had footage of Suicide Kings. We discovered how hilarious it is to kill yourself. Dude, I watched it last night, titled it, and went to publish it. I was laughing my ass off. It's so funny. I recommend you go check it out today if you're bored, okay? Now, I was uploading the next batch of videos. This was officially the first time I did an online session just trying to do footage for this Suicide King series. So it's like 20 videos or so, something like that, or 15 videos, something like that. So I get them uploading. I go to sleep, all right? I come back this morning, and my editor had messaged me. And my editor goes, so what happened? You only uploaded 2 videos last night. I need more than that. I was like, what? And I went here and looked. Guess what happened? That power outage blew out 2 of the USB ports on my old PC. They're not working anymore. There's 4 USB ports on the front of the case. 2 of them just don't work. They were working, and then I guess that power outage must have done something and made them weak, and they've malfunctioned, and nothing works when I plug it in. Like it'll like make the sound like it's being detected, but then there's an error message. So I even tried keyboard, hard drive, nothing works in those 2 USB ports. So the lightning actually did damage the front ports. Outside of that, everything else seems to work on the PC. I'm right now I'm capturing, streaming, nothing else has happened, but it just sucks. I do have a surge protector. Don't worry, everything here is plugged into surge protectors. I'm not stupid, but it just sucks that happened. It's disappointing, and it is what it is. But at least it was just USB ports and not something more serious. I know this old PC's gotten beat up so badly. It's getting corrupted videos, broken USB ports, busted fans. Like everything on it is breaking down piece by piece, which again, why I need to migrate over to my wife's PC when I have a chance. I just don't know when the heck I'm going to have a chance. Not anytime soon, when am I going to have time to do that? I got all these new games coming out. I got stuff I'm doing with Kino Casino. I got to react to my own documentary coming out. It's like so much at once. I don't have the chance, right? Okay.
Typically helps me more than anything.